Pocket full of lead, turn to gold. Whoa, they say the kid gon' make it, but they don't see it how I see it. I'ma have to take it. My word is my everything. I will never break it for the ones that took everything. I'm about to replace it. See, I'm motivated by the promises given, but you know that I hate it when the promises isn't what they claim to be. So I aim to be more than I've ever been. There's a change in me. Yeah, I swear to God I ain't going back. Been lied to so many times, gotta know the facts. Shackled to an iron bar, tried to hold me back. Back against the wall, trying to get a golden plaque. Living my dreams, relying on reality. I can never fall, this means defying gravity. Never been an iron team, that's why I'm glad to be part of the CWBNBC family.
Okay. Like it's summoning the rain. Everybody pick rain. Everybody pick rain. It's the firing rains. I'm good with that. You good with that? Hell yeah, I'm good with that. Alright, let's go, man. 13.5 KDR, baby. Let's go.
You know it's no competition. You know I just shot 'em. Running round the firing range, yelling, got 'em. G11, got 'em. Commando, got 'em. AK, got 'em. For miles like, got 'em. You know it's no competition. You know I just shot 'em. Running round the firing.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Caps of Brooklyn taking on the Houston Texans. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
No competition, you know I just shot 'em. Running around the firing range, yelling, got 'em. G11, got 'em. Commando, got 'em. AK, got 'em. Like,
my act suppressed, ADS your back and chest. Toss cook frag, triple kill, rapid success. Kill streak, RCXD save C. While at B, Sam Torrey drop 3. Spy plane, stepped in the spy's range. Headshots the dummy got by brains. A Kimbo slice with a Kimbo pipe. Your wife like, oh, she nice. Caught the napalm strike. Picked up in all tiger stripe, ACOG sight. His second chance, I watched him die to spite. Low on ammo, so I dropped the jam, bro. Knife the camper and spotter, know my MO. Still me spine, yo, my contract paid so. Authentics AC 130, major lay low. Eye for an eye, clan tag, yeah, you know it's no. You kill Cam, see red, Daddy Hacker Pro.
you know it's no competition, you know I just shot 'em. Running round the firing range, yelling, got 'em. G11, got 'em. Commando, got 'em. AK, got 'em. For miles like, you know it's no competition, you know I just shot 'em. Running round the firing range, yelling, got 'em. G11, got 'em. Commando, got 'em. AK, got 'em. For miles like,
Y'all thought it was over? Nah, man. I just went 40 and 9 on that joint right there, man. No win 25-0. You laid the murder game down. Simple. Yes, go pro don't work here, baby. I'm in a shower gun. Anything moving gets sprayed. No, I'm 25 and 0. I'm about to drop this tactical. Drop the tactical.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Caps of Brooklyn taking on the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10.
It's back to Andy B and bubbles like the lottery. I ain't in, I can't win. The chance is not for free. I just bought my ticket, write some lyrics, lift my spirit, reappear from disappearance, cleaned up, there is a difference. And the difference is I no longer am interested in petty senselessness. Talk is insignificant. The squad is disciplined. Them crazy white boys, these faggots talking loud, but they don't like noise. I'm talking about that noise and boys brought in Normandy. June 6th to 44 when they stormed the shore. I'm talking noise galore. Who wanna make me shush? You first, better bring him to you, ain't enough. I really think it's just as simple as this little prayer. You've done your part, Lord, I know I gotta get me there.
It's gonna get greater later, so I keep holding on. These bitches doubted me, tell them they fucking wrong. Up in the morning with $1 million mindset. I've had $1 million in my hands, but it ain't mine yet. But you can fucking bet that it's about to be. Love is power, so they give me hate for free. But for now I'm up and down like an elevator. But you can fucking bet it's gonna get greater later. I can't believe a man would try to sell what isn't his and lie to the public, blame it on this music biz. Probably did it for the fame, maybe it's the glory. I'ma set this shit straight, in the story. Yeah, I can't lie, it's been a long road, but it's getting shorter since we are. I ain't got far to go, but I know tomorrow close. For all my dubs and listen, it ain't a show. Everything that I create, I've been late for a date, but never to that dinner plate. Patient waiting, shit down like a paperweight. Made mistakes, one of them was letting you invade my space. Nah, I bet that shit never happen again. Cause you just lying to these people, you ain't rapping, man. You fuck with BMBC, then you know what happened then. I got my guard up, don't make me get to clapping then. It's gonna get greater later, so I keep holding on. These bitches doubted me, tell them they fucking wrong. Up in the morning with $1 million mindset. I've had $1 million in my hands, but it ain't mine yet. But you can fucking bet that it's about to be. Love is power, so they give me hate for free. But for now I'm up and down like an elevator. But you can fucking bet it's gonna get greater later.
They tell me have faith and things are gonna get greater later. But on the realer, I'd rather peel your fucking potato. I take a hater and make an example out his ass. Isolate him, no escaping. Alcatraz, you want it, you gon' get it. That's the type of shit I'm on. Make it known they faker than some titties made of silicone. It's hideous, they got away. Perpetrating for so long. And shit is about to stop today and tell these folks what's going on. I'm tired of going back to jail. I tell myself to slow my roll. I'm standing on the threshold.
Got a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Caps of Brooklyn taking on the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Connects with Kittle underneath. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A pitch comes to Walker. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run. Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the gun, it's Walker. 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion left goes Reynolds. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 49 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Caps are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Reynolds. Nice footwork at the 25. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Herbert going to change the play here. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown! Josh Reynolds. His first touchdown on the year. And the Caps have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Purdy. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. Touchdown, Texans! Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Herbert. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Big strides, look at him go. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion left goes Reynolds. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
On the carry, it's Reynolds. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Reynolds with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Caps have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in for the Texans touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Up the middle, here's Walker. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Pass complete there to McCool. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Herbert on first down now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert changing things up. Walker is in for a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. He lost the football, and it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
This is Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle as time expires in the first half. And the Caps will extend their lead here just before halftime. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time. Here's a diving catch right side. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. McCaffrey on the toss right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing here, Purdy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle they run. It's Walker powering his way forward. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to Walker on first down. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Here's Walker, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Caps are able to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? a punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And quickly they get to the line. Walker now on 2nd down. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 44 yards. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Caps up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure comes and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Straight ahead, Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker once more, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Cook will take it in. Touchdown. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Purdy now to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Purdy on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They're going right back to Walker.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Being chased out left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action here. Purdy. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Caps 58, Texans 34.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Darius Davis on the return. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Walker to start the drive. There he goes again. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Purdy with one final shot here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Brooklyn, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Shining, dope boy, bring the thunder, white lightning.
He's a dope boy, he's down to ride.